Yeah, good day, everyone. Um, I'm sure everyone is getting me, and then also you're getting the sound clearly. So if you're not getting it clearly, just indicate so we can start immediately. Just indicate so we can start immediately. So today's topic is going to be understanding architectural plan and section plans. So the reason behind all this is so while we are carrying out electrical or probably a mechanical system in a building, we get to understand how the architectural as well as the section plans are to be coordinated with the various services. So while we are carrying out installation work, so we meet to the project or the design intent. So it will aid us and guide us when it comes to the final fix, both on the ceiling, walls, as well as the floor or the finished floor. So while we are carrying out the different installation works, we know it fits or conforms to the requirement of the project. So I will share the screen so we get to see all. Okay, so if you're able to see the screen, just indicate so we can get started immediately. Okay, this is section number 7, which is understanding architectural plan and section plan. So before we move into understanding that, we will first of all understand the different abbreviations. Okay, for those that are watching online, probably watching on YouTube, you're watching makoge.com. So I will dive straight to understanding the different abbreviations and their full meaning. Number 1, which is IFC, issue for construction. These are like set of designs which are produced by the client, which will be used for the contractual fees of the project as well as bidding of the project. So it will aid contractors or subcontractors work to facilitate the different activities at a time when they are doing bidding or during the contract part of the project. So the next part, which will be number 2, is AFC, which is approved for construction. The next is going to be IR, which is inspection request. So inspection requests are set of documents or documentation process while raising an inspection. It happens at the end of each service or each work that is being done on site. It could either be work done on site or materials that are delivered on site. So while we bring the different materials on site, we'll be able to raise an inspection for that material to get approval from the consultant before we proceed with installation of the said materials. For a work as well, after a particular work has been done, we raise an inspection, get approval to proceed as well with the succeeding activities. We have RFI, which is request for information. RFIs are mostly used when carrying out a project. Say, I'll give an example whereby we carry out a project or carry out set of activities, and then we notice that some parts are being left out which are supposed to be included while carrying out the installation work. So we will mention that in RFI description, submit this to the client, get approval if it is to be added to the project plan, so you get to proceed. Sometimes this can be added to variations if in case it was not mentioned in the project specification, so, or in the project contract. So the fifth point, which is NCR, non-conformance report or non-conformance report, is the same thing which I've copied. So I'll just delete this part, non-conformance. Now it can be called non-compliance report or non-conformance report. So it's the same thing. So once you find it as non-compliance report or non-conformance reports, we know they all stand for NCR. So the NCR is a document which is issued when set of activities are being carried out without complying to the project specification. So it is being issued by the consultant to the contractor or by the client to the contractor. So we have ITP, which is inspection test plan. We have the 7 point, which is SD, the shop drawing. So a shop drawing is basically a drawing which is being produced out of an IFC, which is issued for construction, and then incorporating the different specifications as mentioned in the project contract. So this drawing now will be submitted to the consultant, get an approval before we can proceed with installation of the different services as per the shop drawing, and it should be approved before carrying out installation works. We have ID, which is interior design. So this interior design drawing now is going to be basically all the different services which will be installed in that particular location. It could be either on the ceiling, on the reflected ceiling plan, on the floor, which is the final floor level or the final floor finishing. And then also it could be installed as well on the walls. So we'll move straight now to understanding architectural plan and section plans. An architectural plan is our comprehensive drawings of buildings that represent the complete project, while the term section typically describes a cut through the body of a building perpendicularly to the horizon line. A section drawing is one that shows a vertical cut either from front or back. So as you can see, the different graphics below, we have the plan, and then we have the section. So we'll move by introducing now the architectural and section plan. In construction project, a design is issued to the client, is issued by the client to the contractor. It's known as issue for construction, like we've seen in the different abbreviations, which is IFC, used for contractual or the bidding and tendering of the project, while another drawing or another design is produced by the contractor out of the IFC with references to the project specifications of the project, known as a shop drawing. So this is the SD, which we mentioned in the abbreviation, the different abbreviations. So this drawing now will be approved by the consultant before we proceed with the installation of the said activities. And as the project keep unfolding, another design will be produced known as the red line, normally used for submission of inspection requests of work. So at this point now, we will have our shop drawings, which are used to carry out installation works aside. And then if we have any changes which is being done on site, we will prepare a red line, which will be same that is being carried out on site. Another set of design will be prepared known as built, which will be typically from the red line done during the handover of the project. This is a stage whereby we'll prepare another set of design, which will be called the as-built, which will be a replicant of the red line. So we're going to submit this at the end of the project or during the handover stage of the project. So move to an example of to understand the below plan and to interpret a preceding section designs. So as you can see here, this is an architectural plan, which as you can see, it's showing different locations. Like you can see, these are the walls. This is a different wall and this is another wall. So say, for example, you want to carry out installation works on this wall. So you're going to look at this reference, which is one. I'll take a zoom of it so we get to see it very well. This is one of 2500.530. So if you're going to go through this one, you go through the design of this particular section point, and you see the different services that will be installed in this on this particular wall. The same goes to this wall, the same goes to this wall, as well as any other part which is mentioned on the drawing. So the section partner of this drawing, I will move below. This is the next part. So as you can see, what we saw here was, I'll give an example of this part, which is one of 2,600, or let's take an example of this part. So you will see this wall will be 3 of 2,500.314.5. This wall, this side will be 3 of 2,500.314.2. This side is going to be 2 of this as well, and 1 of this for this other wall. So once we move now to the section drawing, you'll see that we have this partner is going to be 2 of 3,000, 2 of 3,500.314.2. So this is going to be, the 2 is going to be this part, which is this part of the wall. Same way, if we move down, you'll see another plan of this, which is 2 of 2,500.3532. So basically it's sorry, I have a low battery. So basically it's all about understanding how the different designs are to be seen, and making sure that you get to understand exactly how to interpret the different section plans as well as the different architectural plan, so we get the best installation works on site, which is very important. So once we come here, you get to see different services that are to be installed on this wall. We have different services on this wall. We will be talking of small power points, which is the socket outlets. We have data outlets as well. And then we have on the floor here, we have some floor boxes and all that. So this video is for us to understand exactly how installation works are being done on site, so we get the best quality job and maintaining the standards as well as the design intent. Thank you very much, and I'll elaborate more on how to understand the different section plan, which we are going to do like a practical lessons. And then also for those that are watching online, just do follow us on macoge.com and just keep watching, subscribe, comment as well. If you have any comments, just put them in the comment and we will respond to them accordingly. Till then, you're watching macoge.com. Okay, thank you very much.